just when things couldn't get worse. Christian Combs just lit a fire under Diddy's case again, just when the drama around Diddy seemed like it couldn't possibly get messier. Here comes Christian Combs, adding fuel to an already blazing fire. At a time when you'd expect his family to keep quiet and stay out of the spotlight, Christian is doing the exact opposite. Now, if you've been keeping up, you already know Diddy has been making constant headlines thanks to his federal case. From disturbing allegations to multiple lawsuits, the music mogul's legal troubles have had the public watching closely. And although he avoided the most serious charges, that doesn't mean he came out squeaky clean. But while most people in that situation might take a step back, reflect, and maybe try to repair their image, Christian decided to double down. Not only is he cracking jokes online, but he's also allegedly mocking those who came forward as victims in the case. Even more shocking? There's talk that he's planning to sue some of them for defamation. Yeah, you read that right. The people who spoke up might now find themselves under legal threat from the very family they accused. So, how did we get here? What exactly did Christians say and do? And why are people reacting so strongly? Let's walk through everything that's gone down, how it all connects, and what might happen next, because this situation is—
Once court was adjourned, family members cheered today's verdict. Combs' son, Christian, telling ABC News how happy he is.
Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? We love everybody watching. So happy. Pop's coming home. God bless. God bless the whole world.
What was going through your head when the verdict was read? Happy.
Counts. But in a twist that shocked many, Diddy managed to avoid conviction on the major charges. The jury didn't find him guilty of the RICO-related crimes. Still, he wasn't completely cleared. He was found guilty on 2 lesser charges related to the Mann Act, which prohibits transporting people across state lines for illegal purposes. These charges stemmed from incidents involving Cassie Ventura and another woman known as Jane Doe, both of whom testified against him. The charges Diddy was convicted of carry a maximum sentence of 10 years each, but legal experts say he's unlikely to serve the full time. Some reports even suggest he may only face probation or time served. And considering how the rest of the trial played out, many believe he might walk away without spending another day behind bars. Christian's public reaction, and why it rubbed people the wrong way now, here's where things take a sharp turn. Christian didn't just express relief about his father's lighter sentence, he made a public spectacle out of it. Right outside the courthouse, cameras caught him doing push-ups and laughing, clearly feeling victorious. Let's be honest. It's understandable that a son would be glad to see his dad avoid a life sentence. Family loyalty runs deep, and Christian has made it clear he stands behind his father no matter what. But it's not just about celebrating. It's about how you celebrate. To many, Christian's behavior seemed insensitive, especially when considering the people who came forward claiming Diddy hurt them. Celebrating in public, joking around, and acting like the whole thing was just a game? That felt like a slap in the face to those who may still be struggling with the trauma they say they experienced. And then the rumors started swirling that Christian wasn't stopping there. He was reportedly talking about suing the alleged victims for defamation. In other words, trying to flip the script and make them the ones in legal trouble. Can he really do that? Legally speaking, victims in criminal or civil cases are protected by certain laws that prevent them from being punished just for coming forward. If Christian actually tries to countersue, it could create a chilling effect, meaning other victims in future cases might be too scared to speak out, especially if powerful families can turn around and sue them. That's why so many people are disturbed by what's happening. If this trend catches on, it could change how victims are treated in the justice system, especially when big names and deep pockets are involved. Christian's confidence isn't new. This isn't the first time Christian has been loud and proud when it comes to defending his father. Since day one, he's insisted that Diddy would walk free. He's always said the charges wouldn't stick, and when they didn't, he didn't waste a second before letting the world know how he felt. Many people have said Christian is the one most like Diddy out of all his children, not just in appearance, but in personality and behavior. He's bold, unapologetic, and clearly loyal to the core. Flashback. Homeland Security raids Diddy's homes. You might remember when Homeland Security stormed several of Diddy's properties last year. This wasn't some mild investigation. It was a full-blown raid. Agents reportedly took phones, laptops, hard drives, and anything else they thought might hold evidence. Christian and his brother Justin were both temporarily detained during that operation. Most people would lie low after something that serious. You'd expect them to stay off social media, keep quiet, and try not to attract more heat. But Christian? He did the opposite. He released a song that mocked the raid and even claimed the feds missed important evidence. Christian's lyrics stirred up even more controversy in the song. He bragged about how Diddy had bought the house next door to hide stuff, knock them walls down like when them Fed boys ran in both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door. That's the one they missed. He also took shots at 50 Cent, who had been trolling Diddy online. Christian fired back with, "Y'all scream out no Diddy, but all you had was 50. Who put the city on the map? Stop lying." Pop's been hated by many men, and they're trying to stop these M&Ms, but they're gonna die trying. People couldn't believe it. Instead of staying quiet, Christian was making light of the investigation and struggled with mental health and even considered ending her own life. Her lawsuit paints a heartbreaking picture, and Christian has strongly denied all the allegations. Diddy's legal team issued a statement, calling her claims false and suggesting they were just another attempt by her lawyer to gain media attention. What's at stake now? Now we're beginning to understand why Christian is acting so aggressive. If the lawsuit involving Omar continues, he may have to defend himself in court, not just emotionally, but legally, by flipping the script and claiming defamation. Some say he's trying to scare the victims or shift the spotlight away from himself. Meanwhile, even though Diddy avoided prison in his criminal case, he still faces multiple civil lawsuits, all of which are still active. And now that the jury didn't find him guilty of the most serious charges, his lawyers could argue that these civil cases should be dismissed as well. That puts the alleged victims in a tough position. And now, with Christian reportedly threatening to sue them for speaking out, it feels like they just can't catch a break. So what happens next? Right now, Christian continues to stand firm. He's on social media, making jokes, posting lyrics, and staying loyal to his dad. But the real question is, will all this come back to bite him? Because while he might feel like they've won for now, more lawsuits are waiting in the wings. More evidence could surface, and public opinion is shifting quickly. Many people who once admired the Combs family are now rethinking everything. They're questioning Christian's behavior, Diddy's innocence, and the power dynamics at play. The way things are going, this story is far from over.